There's so
you
much
know?
about there's so much else going on out there. I never thought like vinyl, you know what I'm saying, for example, would come back.
Right. And
So it's
that
like,
came out huge, man. That was like a big thing. Everybody's collecting again. And I got a bunch of 45s in my room right now. And it's in a bag stacked up. Like, it's crazy. I don't know what to do with it because I have a player. I don't have a player. So
oh snap.
it, I don't have a player. It's just there, but it's all a bunch of vintage stuff that, like, we picked up, and it was really cool to just and to have. And my uncle, he's a big collector, and not only a collector, but he's a DJ, or he did DJing. And I guess somewhere around like 2 years ago, when we got all this stuff, I was like, I'm gonna bring this to you. He's like, cool, bring it to me. He sold all of his equipment. I was like, what the entire fuck? Like, why do I even have these? Like, I can't do it no more with
Damn.
you.
It's deep. It's the deep collection.
It's not that deep,
Oh,
but I picked up ones that were definitely something to listen to,
yeah.
you know, something to look at. Maybe they might have some type of value if needs say, but it doesn't have like the proper casing. They're stacked, but they're carefully stacked.
Take care of them. Shoot, you don't know what you
Yeah,
got there. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. That's gold, man, for a beat maker. You know what I'm saying? To come
Yeah,
across that obscure sample. That's
that's what I'm
I don't know if you're
talking
into beat
about.
making. Yeah.
No, no, I'm definitely into beat making.
Oh,
I'm
for real?
definitely into, yeah. I'm, my brother, he owns his own record studio, Hit City Records, and also he has a bunch of engineers, and I've been in and out of the studio life for a while, just being like a wallflower, listening to them, listening to them make beats and spit and so on and so forth. So like hip hop is a big influence in my life. And but matter of fact, I've been listening to music's just been like a big influence in my life. Period.
Okay.
So being able to like watch Jody do her music, it kind of scratches that itch for me. You know, one in many different ways, like just watching them work, and like they're like the engineer is always quiet, and the producer is behind them. They're all listening. They're like, what, like just trying to figure out the piece to the puzzle, you
And that's
know?
exactly what it is, man. Damn, that's crazy that you bring it. Well, that we got into beat making and stuff because I've been getting that same itch, bro. And it's like I've been focusing so much on everything else, man. It's all good, you know what I'm saying?
I totally forgot that you made beats.
Yeah, it's not
Yes.
it's leisurely, you know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
just yeah, it's crazy that we share that in common, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of other visual artists that I come across too on Instagram that is it's crazy how much spread. Okay, you know, we're not just you know doing the visual art thing, but there's just a crazy number that are into a number of other talents. You know, what I'm saying it's just bananas how crazily diverse people are, man, and you know more power to them. But you know, what I'm saying freaking the whole beat making thing. I'm like, damn, I haven't done
Right.
that in a while, B. And that's
I,
like the whole the whole missing piece thing, bro. It's crazy because when you find it too, man, it's just you know like art, like anything else, the whole visual art
exactly.
thing or whatever. So when you finally add that little splash of color or that little tweak of contrast, you know, to make it pop more or whatever. So it's like it's crazy how you know not only how diverse people are, whatever, but how similar with the craft, no matter what it is, man. Just that
Yeah.
simple piece, you know.
Exactly. It's that one little piece that
Hmm.
exactly. Um, yeah, the funny thing is that, like, I dabbled here and there, like,
Hmm.
throughout the years. The last piece that I did, I was just messing around. I found out that you can like have GarageBand on your phone, and so I was just messing around with beats on my iPhone, and I'm just like putting it all together. It took me. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning, and then I wasn't finished until like 7. And then I put like a little video behind it as I'm like drowsy and like slightly delirious, a lack of sleep. This is pretty much my I don't even know, but I made like this like indie movie type, like zoom in onto like this little sunflower in the corner of the project building. Like, I was really trying to get into my like indie movie Tribeca Film Festival type shindig. You know what I mean?
It's like that third layer of wallpaper scratched off at the restaurant or something. Man, let's zone in on that.
And then
it's got character.
and then to be even more eccentric, do the voice. You're talking behind as I walk these streets, and then change the voice pitch on there as you're doing it all, and it came out pretty cool. But I've only showed one person, and that was Jody. And Jody was like, what? Oh, you made this? I was like, yeah, I did that. She's like, that's not bad. That's not bad, but it's not good either. And like,
come on, Jody,
she's like nice. No, but it was actually pretty good. Look, look, I can measure bars and I can measure what I want on there. How do I make how do I start in the bridge? Like, so I've learned how to do that without being taught how to do that directly. So it was just an indirect learn. Like, if all you knew how to change, like you saw your family change car tires, right? Like, say like somebody in your family was changing car tires all their life, and one day you needed to change a car tire, and you just did it. It's as simple as that. Like that's how involved I was, like, being a wallflower in the music studio since maybe 11 years old. I was like, I want to be as cool as Lil Bow Wow, and I want to rap I want to rap better than him. And I started writing bars, and I had a notebook, and I'm looking, like, people were teaching me how to mess around with 808s and keyboards, and telling me what are these certain squiggly line things on the screen. How do you exchange the pitch? How do you pull? How do you break a beat? How do you count on the metronome? And I would listen to a metronome back and forth over and over again, to the point where I now am a metronome. And it's so weird.
No, but it counts for something, bro. Trust.
Yeah.
It's like what I was going to say about that little piece of music, or whatever, man. It has its place. Trust.
Yes.
Someone will buy that off to you, as an exclusive. I want to put that on my little YouTube advertisement or something, man. You never know.